I'm joined now by two new managers for both the clubs, Aaron and Martin. Aaron, I'll start with you. Almost a perfect season last year and just failed on the very last game of the season to win everything. How is that form going to be going into this new division?
Yeah, well, I suppose we hope to continue on where we've left off last year. We've had 2 good years, two promotions, one of them a league win, and 2 cups in those 2 years. Really solid foundation left by the 2 deck levels that were looking after the team. So basically, in one sense, it's an easy job for me. I'm taking over a winning team, and just the players are used to winning, and just to keep that continuing on is the
no pressure.
No pressure at all. No. Yeah.
Martin, you're also taking over Achill Rovers for the first time this year. You've had the advantage of a fairly decent run in the Connacht Cup. How's that been to your preparations for the new season?
Yeah, it's been great, to be honest with you. We got 3 games out of it. We got beaten there 2 weeks ago in Sligo, but it helped the lads, keeping them fit, keeping them focused. We're back training about 4 or 5 weeks, so we're in good shape at the moment, but definitely was of benefit.
I suppose you're the opposite of Snugboro. You've come into the division, but from the other end, you've got relegated last year. How important is it to try and get back to Super League this year?
Yeah, it's important to be competitive first of all, and the lads probably didn't do themselves justice last year. A lot of games they took a couple of beatings, but they're up against serious opposition. So this year we're probably back at a level that probably suits the lads more, and the experience they've gained in the Super League might help us be competitive. That's the main thing, and hopefully we'll be at the right end of the table at the end of the season.
You mentioned the players and benefit of that. What players can we look out for Mayo this year?
Well, we've still maintained the same squad more or less. We still have experienced players like Mark Davis, the new captain, Anthony McHugh, Martin Doolan, and we've also younger players like Keith McGinty, Dean Guthrie, Alan McLaughlin. So a nice mixture of experience and youth, and hopefully that'll be good enough for us this year.
And what's the experience mix like in Snugboro?
Yeah, I think we've a good blend. Few older lads knocking around, plenty of experience, and we brought a few youths in through the system this year, so plenty of talent there coming through. Try to ease them into the team this year and see how they get on. So we've got a good blend. Yeah, we've lost a few from last year. A few of us older guys have hung up the boots, but there's still a good blend there.
And you've been talking about your own teams, but when we look at other teams around now, who do you expect to be challenging in the Premier League this year?
Do you want to take that one?
It's hard to know because the squads, I wouldn't be familiar with their squads, and it changes so much, but you'd have to probably look at Glen Hest. Last year they were unlucky to get relegated in the Super League in a playoff, and momentum wise, all due respect, probably these guys, because when you're on a roll in this league, you tend to take it into the next league. So there's plenty of good teams out there. It's usually a very even division, and there won't be much in it anyway. So everyone needs to be taken seriously, and due respect given to all the teams.
Aaron, how do you?
Yeah, I think just looking at the league table, looking at the teams that are there, to pick a few teams out of that is fairly difficult. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive league. 3 or 4 games into it will probably tell a lot, but as it stands at the moment, I couldn't really pick who's going to do well or who's going to struggle. There's 2 good teams coming down from the Super League there. We know, as Martin says, we'll be open to bring a bit of momentum with us. And then there's the teams that stayed up and challenged last year. They're all solid teams. So I think
would a third promotion in a row be on the cards?
We'll be aiming for it. We'll be aiming for it. I don't know if it's on the cards or not, but it's certainly what we're aiming for. Yeah.
So straight down the divisions and straight back up again.
I was playing a match last year and someone said you're a bit like a yo-yo, but we hope to go up now and stay up. And okay. I suppose this year, first and foremost, is about solidifying our position in the league, and we'll hopefully kick on from then.
Okay. And as both new managers, what does it mean personally for you to be with the clubs that you've been associated for a long time?
Well, it's it's something I always wanted to do. So the opportunity came up this year, so I said I'd take it, and you know, you can't let these opportunities pass you by. So I'm looking forward to it. I always wanted to take a chance and see how I got on. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, same as that. An honour really. Dave Rockman is management with me, so David's been a bit of a club legend. You know, he's been there for years, and you know, he was involved in a lot of good teams with Snugboro. So myself and Dave there, we're hoping to give it a good crack this year. We've got the likes of Joe McDonald and Darragh Walsh helping us out as well. So strength in numbers is the idea for this year. Yeah.
Okay. Finally, I'm going to give you your open fixtures.
Thanks.
Just, if you maybe read out the open fixture each of you and give us your thoughts on it.
Well, Achill Rovers are at home to Achill Rovers.
And we're away to Westport United B.
Well, it's a home draw, first day of the season, so you know you can't complain. So that gives us every opportunity to, you know, put down a marker for ourselves. So, you know, anytime you get a home game first day of the season, you can't complain.
Okay, best of luck, guys.
Cheers, thanks.